Morning, everyone. Welcome back to my second vlog. Well, today we are going to showcase the jet engine balancing demo. So basically, you go on our website as usual, you click on Augmented Intelligence Live Demo, which you're going to bring you to this page. You choose Balancing Jet Engine, and then it will bring you immediately after you enter the password and the username, which is MondoBrain, to this wonderful portal. Before we move forward with the demo, just to tell you where it comes from. So basically, this is a design of a typical generic jet engine. We're going to focus today on some of the variables such as rear bearing axis, shaft diameter, bearing, shoulder height. These are variables that most of the expert in MRO must know. This is a sample of the database. As you can see, the exit variable is the turbine quality final test, whether we need to rework or go to scrap or the engine is good enough the first time. And it has other variables such as raw shaft supplier, variation shaft diameter, lubricant, shift team, shoulder shaft height, front bearing X, rear bearing axial, grinder axial speed, grinder RPM, grinder pressure. Some of these variables, of course, we can influence and others we cannot. Please notice that there's a lot of missing data, and I mentioned this because this is a very key fundamentals for MondoBrain. MondoBrain is capable of dealing with missing data without imputing, inferring any bias, any hypothesis within the database. So we take the data as is. This is very important. Horizontal bar. And essentially what you do is basically as an expert, you define some ranges, what we call rules, and you try to understand the impact of those rules that you're creating on the left. So you can see that in real time. You can see the impact as you can see things moving. You can see that it's a very dynamic database, and you can see the impact whether you choose a specific lubricant and a specific shaft diameter, how the things move around. Okay. Now, the idea here is to basically, if you want to save some time, and let's say I want to improve on the good, we're starting with lubricant cam guard and a shaft between, let's say, 20 and let's say 33. I will basically use the capabilities of MondoBrain. This is where the artificial intelligence kick in, machine learning kicking, and it will essentially do billions of permutations and will find the optimal value within those. And right now what it did find is a first rule that basically says when your variation shaft is between 22, you're using cam guard, and it's the morning shift that does the work, and the P3 settings are between 10.45 and 26, then you would have 71.4% of good part, which is an increase of 54.26 point. It has a p-value of 0, or basically a power of 6, and we've observed this 10 out of 63 times. Well, maybe as an expert you may say, well, 22 is a bit too contingent. So what you can do as an expert is say, I'm going to move from 22 to 24, let's say approximately, and of course you have less good part, but at least it may be more reasonable from an operational point of view to do the pieces. So you may say, I want to keep that rule, so you basically would save this rule. If you want to see the rules, you can click on rules and you will see a bunch of other rules which allow you to work together collaboratively. So for instance, in this rule, so as MondoBrain, I could say rule for demo, and then please review, and then you would review as a team, whether this is good or bad, and make the modification. Another iteration, you just basically click on reset. What it will do is essentially reset everything off. If you want to start again the study, you just click on reload this page and it will start again with this page. Basically, start again, you basically choose variable that you think of our interest to define good or scrap or whatever. You can log some variables, that's a key thing. So what happened with MondoBrain will only look for data within that specific range and find a rule that is constrained with that. So let's launch MondoBrain here, and we find another rule that basically said you'll have 100% of good part if you log this value by having a raw shaft supplier being SK, lubricant being AV blend, and P3 settings being precisely between 25 and 55.3. So that's it. You start, you basically test again your knowledge, and you basically use Asmon the brand in order to find the optimal solution every time. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. We're looking forward to hear from you. My email is philippe@mondobrain.com, and enjoy.